Well, yes, I'm glad that's nice and done. I wonder how many more jobs Mark's got for me. Right. Actually, cameraman, I might have to just go to the toilet a minute. I need a bit of a wee, so right. Well, okay then. Oh my God, what is that in there? Mark, you didn't tell me the toilet's blocked as well. Oh no. Right, luckily I happen to have the right equipment for this job. But before we proceed, the first thing is put some gloves on. I'm not putting my hands in Mark's toilet. Look at that! The first thing we're going to do is put some rubber gloves on. I can't believe this. I just can't believe this. Luckily, I have the gloves with me. And, is it by magic? I must have known there's going to get disasters. I brought with me the drain rod plunger. So, what we're going to do now is have a bit of a plunge on Mark's old toilet. I just want to... What I would say is you've got to be very careful when you do things like this. We don't know why it's jammed. Sometimes it goes easy. What I'm going to have to do though, folks, I don't know what's in there, but I'm going to have to actually put my hand inside the toilet and see if we can find out what's in it. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is, and we don't want to know what that is either. What I'm going to do is, there's an isolation valve around. Let's turn that down. We don't want to see too much of that. There's a flat-headed screwdriver here. Right, okay, what we're going to have to do now, this here is called the isolation valve. We're going to turn this off, yeah? Because if we start messing around with this, we could have a dam bust on our hands, and we don't want that. If this doesn't turn off, which now means let me just use my spray minute, sorry. Alright, I'm going to wrap some blue rag around this, because what we don't want is a leak on that valve there. If we do that, and we really will be, we'll have our work cut out then, that's for sure. Right, she's actually now turned off. Is she turned off? Better turn it back a bit. It's important that this is turned off. Okay. Now, what we're going to have to do is actually pull the toilet out. It's going to flood the floor a little bit here. So let's move Mark's mat. What I'm going to have to do is try and hand bale some of this out, yeah? I'm just going to get a container a minute because I haven't got the right stuff. Just try and drain out the bottom of the toilet. Because if I don't do this, this is terrible, Mark. This is, I just can't believe I'm going to have to bail this out into your bath. Another problem. I've got to drain this out because in a minute I'm going to disconnect this. Talk about I have to wash my hands after this. I don't know what you've been putting down this toilet, Mark, but I'm telling you now, this is awful. I thought I'd get a bit of free rent here, but so far, I think I've had my work cut out on this one. I don't know what you've got up here, Mark, but whatever it is, the whole place is just wrecked. Ooh, you don't want to look down here, cameraman. It's like not very nice to look at. It's like it's nearly empty, which is a good sign. I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, it's causing a nightmare for me. Okay, now this is going to be the tricky bit. The floor, but the fun's not over yet, gang, that's for sure. Right, I've got a rag at the back, and I'll put this little plastic container under the back because this is going to be quite tricky when we take this out. There's going to be some sort of water. Woo. Oh my heavens. Oh my God. There's a plastic bag at the back of the S-bend. What the earth has been going on? Is he a complete idiot? Somebody has flushed a bloody plastic bag down the crapper. Can you believe that? Oh, you don't want to smell that. Oh God, I feel sick. Oh my God. I actually feel... I'm quite sick at the moment. Jesus Christ. Excuse me, Carrot. I don't feel too good. Right, let's try and get it back onto the... Oh, this is going to be tricky. Oh. Now, trying to line it back up on that universal joint now is quite tricky. This is the tricky bit now. You wait till I see Mark. I can't believe he has actually gone away and left this house in a terrible state. Right, I'm going to put my foot on the back of this and push. Oh my God, that's the universal joint. This house is a wreck. Look at me. I can't believe I pulled a plastic bag out. It was bad enough finding cat's hair in the sink, and now there's a plastic bag that's been down the toilet. I don't know what this guy's doing, but well, right. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I've managed to push the toilet back to the universal fixing at the back. I'm actually still got a whole system now of water. I'm going to flush it and I'm going to test if it leaks. The worst thing is if you keep flushing it and obviously it leaks. So let's first of all put the lid out. This is terrible. I just can't believe this. Right, let's push the first load. Right, what I'm going to do is make sure there's no leaks at the back of the toilet. Let's take that out of the way. I've got to throw it in the bathroom. It's terrible. Let's just rub around here. There's all sorts going on around this toilet. Okay, let's just push it back and head up a bit. Right, I'm just going to get a bit of blue rag here. Yes, well when I went to college to learn plumbing, it was just like this. Let's make sure there's no leaks. So what I'm going to do is just dry this a minute, just to make sure, and I take that bag out. Oh, I'm going to chuck the bag in the bath there. This is terrible, and this is awful. I'm going to put that there, just dry under there, make sure that universal joint's all right, and then what I do is I put that there. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to re-put the water actually back on from the mains onto it. So where I've turned the isolation valve off, I'm going to turn it around the other way, and this will mean then that the water will be able to come back round. I just can't believe that Marcus, I won't put full pressure on. Can you hear it? Let's lift the top up. I'm going to wait till it gets to the top. I'm going to put that in the bath as well now. I can't believe this. So we've managed to retrieve the plastic bag, which has caused all this trouble. How it got down there, I don't know. But what I do know is I need to really clean up. The bathroom's a wreck. So in a minute, this will fill up. Once it gets to the cut-off, we'll give it a couple of flushes. Then I'll have to try and tidy this mess up. I'll put the lid back on. But so far, yeah, we might have averted, because if the bag had gone further down to the system and got down to the inspection chamber or beyond or blocked, it could have backed up. And over this time, can you imagine it? The cost of having the pipes pumped out will be unbelievable. As you can see, she's totally filled up the system. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to flush that, and I'm also going to put another bucket of water down it, so it'll give a double blast, and then we'll have a look underneath at the universal joint to see if it's leaking. If it's not leaking, we've got away with it. If it's leaking, that's another problem. So I've got a bucket here which is already prepared in this really fine clean bath that I've got a bath in tonight. Right, so let's push it so it goes. Put an extra glass of water. And that should just drop away. Let's have a look down there, see if there's any leaks. Touch, test. No, it's not really wet. A bit of condensation, but no. I'm going to give it one more go at that just to make sure. So I'm going to fill the bucket up again to make sure it's not leaking down. Let's get down and have a little look. Well, I'm glad for you can't smell this because it's not exactly great. There's a fraction of drip, but it's not too bad, and it's actually dry on the joint now, which is good. Let's get a bit more of this paper. Always keep plenty of paper. Look at this place. Reminds me of a public toilet, this place like this. Horrible. I haven't spent much time in the public toilet, but in my years of doing plumbing and that and house refurbishment, I've seen a lot of these problems, but I don't understand why there was a plastic bag on the bend. Who knows? Maybe Mark's gone round the bend. But anyway, as you can see, we're getting to grips now. I'm just filling up the bucket behind me, and then what we're going to do then is give it one more blast, and then I'm going to have to tidy up. Because at the moment, everything's terrible. Right, okay. One more bucket down here. We need to sanitise this place, I tell you. Okay, so let's give it another flush. This is a second test now. Give it a good drop. Keep filming this. Get down, have a little look. Give it a paper test. Got to keep using paper. Well, it's been pretty dry around here, which is good, which meant the universal connection's good. Yeah, everything else, there's no leaks. Thank heavens there's no leaks. So I'm going to put the lid back on. At the moment, it seems to be okie dokie, but that is how you deal with disaster, as long as the key factors, as someone once told me, was control the water. If you can turn the water off, you get no problems. Those isolation valves down there, once a year you should spray them and just test them, like stopcocks once a year. If you can turn the water off, okay, you haven't got a toilet, but you haven't flooded the house. And now, I've got some tidying up to do. So thank you.